Way back in 1986, David Cronenberg gave us The Fly, a modern update of the classic sci-fi horror movie of the same name, but with an emphasis on body horror and insect politics. And a heartbreaking, tragic romance. You didn't see that coming in a movie where a guy was keeping his junk in a jar. Jeff Goldblum was Seth Brundle, a brilliant scientist who, while inventing teleportation, was contaminated with fly DNA and slowly transformed into a monster. The animal within took over and nearly kills Veronica, played by Geena Davis, before she blew his brains out. But that movie left threads hanging. Veronica was pregnant with Seth's baby. So, what happened to the baby? So glad you asked. In 1989, Chris Wallace took over as the director and picks up where we left off. This is The Fly 2. Hold on, I think I need to close a window. No? Wait, that's a movie. Okay, carry on. Attention all personnel! Incoming villain! Remember Veronica? She looks like she's about 28 months pregnant. John Getz returns as Stathis, supportive ex-coworker and former friend-zoned creep stalker.
Screaming will not help anyone, no.
Okay, I already hate this person. I see they installed a salad bar like I asked. This is Mr. Bartok, the boss who was funding Seth's teleportation research, and somehow has total control of Veronica and the baby. Holy crap, look at the size of that thing. Her privates just became Publix. R.I.P. VJ. Congratulations, it's a pierogi. Do you know why they have to clamp the cord when they cut it? If you don't, the baby will just go Turns out the pierogi is a candy shell containing an actual baby. Well, the baby's an orphan now, so the Bartok Corporation takes over bringing up baby Brundle.
I want you to take care of him as if he were my very own. I, in turn, will answer to nobody but God.
He is our majority stockholder, after all.
From God's mouth to your ears, that is the chain of command.
Okay, Elon. We can't be bothered watching a child grow up, so, like a fly, baby Brundle's growth is accelerated. Scientifically, it fits. Flies have short lifespans, but it's still a device I feel is overused in movies.
Do you like him?
Can you not look at your crotch when you say that?
But he does try our patience when it comes to medical examinations.
You hate kids. Got it.
It's knowing the right magic word that makes it happen. And you never tell anybody.
Should we call the cops? Martin, now older, still 1 year old chronologically, and for some reason the staff hates him. Okay, nobody likes the know-it-all. Martin is still a genius, and he's getting ready for his career in gynecology.
You've outdone yourself. But what else does it do?
It'll do your mom on payday.
Ooh, you got Brundle burned. Martin is a lab rat and can't leave.
You're fidgeting again.
But simple hacking, cracked security, and air ducts big enough to drive a truck through allow him to sneak into a higher security area. Luckily, his helmet is barely noticeable. Hurry up and get these flies out to Amityville. They're due tomorrow. Get out. Martin meets a doggo. He tries to feed him, but stumbles on his day job. Looks like Seth's telepods survived the first movie, but they seem to be lacking a software update. Doggone. Okay, I had that coming. Here, boy. Here, boy. Jeez, get a load of the drama queen over here. Hey, I lost a finger. 5 years old, and our little boy grows up into Eric Stoltz. This close to losing the role to Michael J. Fox. He's told his rapid aging is because of a mutation. The ultimate result, he's going to die pretty soon.
You know what I want?
Your privacy.
He's past puberty, and now he gets privacy?
And make the mirror disappear.
I meant we'll have maintenance remove it. Jeez, now who's gonna clean up all this glass? Martin gets his own pad. What's he supposed to look at with the telescope way over there? When you bring home a hot girl, keep her in well-lit areas. Why? It keeps her in focus. Wait, hold up. Because this room ain't free, Bartok gives Martin a job at Dad's applesauce factory.
We're like a bunch of chimpanzees trying to figure out how to operate a car.
Ain't too hard. He gets up to speed watching Dad's old podcasts, minus Geena Davis's voice. I guess the tapes leave out all the boning, mutating, and vomit. Martin gives it a shot on his only phone. That's it, Marty. Stick it to the management. He needs an organic test subject now. Remember the dog?
Well, that kid gets away with murder.
Don't worry. You'll get his someday.
All right. We hate them. You happy now? Martin needs organisms. Instead, he finds a fishing fly. A fly, get it? Ow, my finger! This adorable fly fisherwoman is Beth, played by Daphne Zuniga.
When do you sleep? I don't.
God, how I envy him. I'd get so much done. I see you're into tiny pricks. Pay no attention to the phallic symbol in my hands. To save time, they cut through the studio backstage. Check out my pods, baby. The demo doesn't go as planned. Cactus murderer! I'm feeling lucky. You got a hamster you're not using? Well, Martin has his father's tenacity.
Would you like to visit me again?
Cheeseburger.
Martin, if you were undergoing some metabolic change, we would have found it by now.
Ah!
That's what you get for not sitting still.
Yes, we hate these people too. I'm sure something horrible will happen to them by the end of the movie. Martin gets himself an assistant to help with general lab work and montages. Entry-level stuff. The romance is over when Martin discovers his doggo is still alive and still suffering, which he ends.
It seems our Martin is growing up.
Some more work and hopefully Martin makes a breakthrough. It's kind of glossed over, wasn't it? No, not the kitty. Don't watch. Okay, it works now. The cats watching this can relax. Time to celebrate. Pound it, dog. Well, he's got Dad's libido, too. You know he's really 5, right? Not a great time for an outbreak. It's cool, I always carry Valtrex in my purse. Wait, hold up.
After these messages.
We'll be right back.
Martin determines he can cure his mutation and extend his life so he can keep bone-storming Beth. He just needs another human volunteer, but this would leave the volunteer with all the bad stuff. This is before Craigslist, so his options are limited. Gee, who could we use? It's like a satisfying video. Would you like some marinara to go with that?
His aberrant chromosomes are no longer dormant.
Well, you know what to do. What preparations to make.
I'll order the ice cream cake.
I guess that's what you get for fucking around with Bartok's pet freak, huh?
Beth gets transferred, but gets a sex tape as a parting gift.
He videotaped us in bed!
Martin discovers the hidden camera, but of course, it's in the last place he looks. I want to watch myself bone! From the Time Life Exposition Library. He sees the sex tape for himself. Why is this one sticky? The truth comes out and Martin bolts. Whoa! Tenacious D power slide! Rock! Maybe if you were nicer to him, he wouldn't want to leave? Maybe you're the problem? Ever think of that? Martin installed a password, essentially locking everyone out of the teleporter system with malware. But our Ashley Madison accounts are safe. This is before Bitcoin, so they have nothing to pay the ransom with. Martin goes to Beth for help, and he's getting worse. She's trying to help, but her expression says, "I let you touch me?" First off, the only living witness to Brundle's situation. Well, most of them.
We have to talk to you, sir.
I said piss off!
Seth Brundle was my father.
Well, why didn't you say so?
Don't sit there.
That's my spot.
Dissolved my hand and my foot with fly vomit. He bugged me.
I was totally gonna make that joke.
Where's your compassion?
I had to give it up. It cost me an arm and a leg.
I like this guy. The answer is nothing he doesn't already know. They make it to the Rest Easy Motel, where bananas bring their hookers, I guess.
I don't know what to do.
I don't either.
They really improved Sonic the Hedgehog. Vast improvement over their first attempt, don't you think? He's also got Dad's flair for dramatic monologues.
I'm getting better.
Oh no, not the eyeball. Blah! This freaks out Beth, so she calls the boss. They come and discover just how improved Martin is. Hubba hubba!
You must tell me what the magic word is.
The secret word is bzzz. Is that 4 Z's or 5? Martin's all cocooned up, where he'll never grow old and never die.
Do you remember this room, Martin?
Sir, you're talking to his crotch. I know what I'm doing. Beth actually requested the Silkwood shower. Cocoon duty. What are you, checking for doneness? You can't tell, but he just pressed his junk against the cocoon. What is it with this bitch and needles? Is he donating sperm now? This is from a new YouTube channel where the pimples pop themselves. You may never eat butterscotch pudding again. See, this is nature's way of saying stand the F back. Turn around, clock out, go home. But she was mean to Martin and doesn't deserve to leave this room. Aw man, you started eating without me? Great, she's probably in a bad mood too. They sound the alarm and release the hounds. Martin still loves dogs. However, this dog isn't so sure about him. Remember those giant air ducts? I love his flashlight. I think E.T.'s finger was brighter. It's like the power of the sun in your hand.
Well, 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 you got a purty mouth.
Has anyone found him?
Not yet.
What's with the toothpick? Trying to look tough for the video screens? They lock out Marty McFly. Hey, that joke works on multiple levels. I love this shot.
Wait, hold the door. Dick.
Ugh, he's right behind me, isn't he? Oh god, please be acid spit.
Come out to the ghost. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
Control, where does that air duct lead?
Everywhere, sir. It's an air duct.
I'm Batman. Hey, babe, be with you in a second.
Finally, she gets to kick some ass. And I think this is a massive OSHA violation.
That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
That was wicked. Oh no, my sandwich holding hand.
Sup, babe?
She is so turned on right now. Not gonna lie, I was kinda hoping his death would be a little more gruesome. Everything else has been gruesome. The poor elevator guy was gruesome, but this guy just gets folded like a taco. Bartok is the last bad guy left, who Martin uses to type in the magic word. Dad, I have the same password on my luggage. Oh, that's the wrong Mel Brooks movie. Looks like he found a volunteer. Nice jeans, I'll take them. Why? Why do I keep making the button pushing gesture? Let's see, you filmed us having sex, you kidnapped us, you assaulted us. Yeah, I'm pressing that button. How about a raise? Your own parking spot. I'll put toilet paper back in the restroom. Oh god, it failed. It failed. It failed. Oh no, wait, it worked. They're just stuck together in goo. Quick, get me out. My foot's up his rectum.
I'm alright.
Are you sure? Most CEOs would retire after something like this, but this guy stays with the company, takes a pay cut, and personally participates in research and training. What a guy! That was The Fly 2. Son of the Fly. Would they really leave a project like this to one person? Martin as a character isn't the most interesting on paper. Eric Stoltz does a fine job with him for the most part, but he's kinda dull. He's smart, yeah, and he builds gadgets, but that's not much of a character. Let me put it this way. He's no Jeff Goldblum. Goldblum is a tough act to follow. The quiet, isolated genius, the quirks, the eccentricity. Cheeseburger. Seth Brundle was a lovable madman. His transformation was tragic when we could see it destroy him. Martin's transformation begins later in the film, but it's quick. This is when he gets more interesting, when he's darker, more accepting of his fate. He doesn't deteriorate, he gets better. Then he's a cocoon, then a monster. Beth's role mirrors Gina Davis's at first, but she becomes more of a damsel in distress. They fall for each other over a montage, which is helpful because we really didn't see any of this progression ourselves. Ronnie challenged Seth. She inspired him. She gave him insight. Beth helps Martin around the lab, then urges a 5-year-old into manhood. I'm not letting that go. It's easy to tell who's bad here, isn't it? Stathis was a jerk, sure, but did he deserve this? You felt bad for him. With this bunch, I was counting the minutes for them to be killed off. They don't like Martin. Fine, even as a child. But why? And the sex tape thing was just creepy. Cronenberg didn't return to direct, but it still feels part of the same universe for the most part. It's a logical expansion of the story where we were left wondering if Seth's plan would have worked. We got an idea that it would have, but still with a cost. But the villains here are so cartoony and evil and sadistic. Yes, sadistic. Stormy, the security guy, was just a cartoon bully. The practical fly monster effects are superb. They are awesome. It has weight and has presence in the scene. This thing looks dangerous, and it gives us a glimpse of what Seth would have been like if he were really let loose as an amoral animal. So we don't get the same body horror deconstruction of his humanity. Focuses more on his final form, where he's physically more monster. It just didn't have that gut punch ending of the first. Honestly, I would have liked more of Martin's transition. what we got was achingly rushed. He went from
I don't know what to do.
to
I'm getting better.
literally one scene later. But watching Martin brutalize his tormentors is super satisfying. The Fly 2 is 3 Bs. It's not perfect and it suffers when compared to the first one, although it does continue to build on what was set up, like what any good sequel should do. On its own, it's a pretty fun but standard monster movie with brilliant practical effects. Say what you will about Cronenberg's film, it at least had heart. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment the bell, you know the usual YouTube stuff. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles!